Hello everyone, welcome back to Bare. I'm Stephanee. Today's video is a products that I regret purchasing video. First two items are brushes. They're from MUA Professional, the Makeup Academy line that's sold at my local CVS. This one is the angled shadow brush number 312. It's just the crease brush number 315. The angled shadow brush because you can apply it directly onto your crease, the eyeshadow color, and then you can buff out the eyeshadow with the crease brush. Problem though is when I first applied the shadow with the angled shadow brush, the hairs started to get everywhere on my crease, on my lid, and started to fall. Then I started to buff out with the crease brush, same thing. The hairs are just shedding onto my eyelid. So I figured let me go ahead and wash them first, deep cleanse it with some soap, and then I'll use it the next day. So let them dry overnight, use them again the following morning, and same thing, the hairs were all over my eyelid. So that's not a good thing. I don't know if all of the MUA brushes are like that, but this isn't something that I'm going to have sticking around in my brush collection. The next brush that I have is from E.L.F. It's the flat eyeliner brush. Already separating from the top, so it's very loose, and the hairs are already pushing up and it's no longer kind of straight across at the top. We'll have to eat my $3 on this brush and no more. My next item is actually a setting spray. Now this is from Laura Geller. It's their Set and Spray Makeup Setting Spray. I don't use this one too often, primarily because of the smell. The smell to me is rancid. I don't know what it is because usually Laura Geller's products don't have a distinctive smell to it that's unpleasant. But yes, the smell, it smells like, the first thing that comes to mind is some sort of a weed killer that you can pick up for your garden. It's not as strong as like you can smell poison, but it's still within that gardening arena. It just can't hang with this smell. It says that it has aloe vera, it's got hyaluronic acid, it's got a Polynesian lagoon water, rich in age-fighting minerals, calcium, and magnesium. Maybe it's all of that stuff inside that is causing the scent, but I don't like it. This is NYX's Radiant Finishing Powder. This is the one that's called Brighten. It's got the quad colors in here, and then it had a sparkle color right in here. It had a quad of sparkle. Now, why I don't like this is I had to take out the pan that was the sparkle, or what they claim is what makes the powder brighten. The sparkle in here is too chunky. It's like glittery, and it shows up more pronounced on my skin. I noticed that when I use it on like medium skin tones, it seems to actually kind of add like almost like an iridescent appearance to it. But on deeper skin tones, no. This whole sparkle is just too thick and chunky. Plus, if I use just all these powders down here, they're just a translucent type powder, which I have plenty of powders within my collection. One more powder here in the box. This is Rimmel's Stay Matte Long Lasting Powder. And this is in the color name of Transparent. Yes, transparent. It's very popular in the beauty community with fairer skin tones, and pretty much this is where it needs to stay, is with fair skin tones. If you are deeper skin tones, women of color, this appears ashy, leaves a white cast on our skin tone. In photography, it's, you know, flashback hell, and it's just ashy. So it's best just better suited again for light, fair skin tones. You know, just medium skin tones. That's where it needs to stay. I've got two more E.L.F. I've got actually 3 more E.L.F. items in here. Nothing against E.L.F. It's just it happens to be these products didn't work out for me. Okay, the next item is E.L.F.'s Eyebrow Kit, and this is in the shade medium. Now, this is their gel, or it's supposed to be like the dip, or it's supposed to be their pomade. I find this texture to be too thin. It should be thicker in consistency. I apply this to my brows. It doesn't lock into place. It doesn't dry down completely, and it smears. So if you accidentally touch your eyebrow, your lines will start to move, and that's not cute at all. Over here, which is meant to make the gel basically lock into place, it has a grayer toned shade to it. Shade turns my brows like a ashy gray, which I don't like at all. So another dud for me. We'll just stay on the E.L.F kick here. This is their Hydrating Under Eye Primer. Texture is like a lotion, but it doesn't necessarily dry down. It leaves too much of like a slippery feeling on the eyelid itself. So I would like it to be almost like how I would use it as a primer on my eyelids. I would like it to give that same effect underneath my eye area, so that way the concealer and powder and so forth has something to lock on to, but it never really does. It's very sticky. You can get the same effect by using a eye cream, a nice hydrating eye cream that will dry down enough to where I can apply concealer and so forth. This is the Daily Moisture Stick. So again, kind of staying within the skincare part with E.L.F. It picks up makeup. So if you put this on your face, whatever you're putting it on, you're going to pick up the product, because I see it, I've already have seen it on top of my moisture sticks. And I don't want, and again, I just don't want to apply this onto my face and mess up my makeup. So I understand the concept behind it, but for my routine, it's not going to work out for me. And the last E.L.F item is their lip exfoliator. Now, everybody and their mother loves this. I feel I'm the only person that hates this lip exfoliator. It cuts up my lips. I can actually see my lips not only turn very red, which is fine because it's supposed to turn red, you know, the blood is coming to the surface, but I actually start to see like blood. I've seen blood every time that I have used this, and I am not digging into my skin. I think that the grains that are inside of this lip scrub is just too rough for my lips, and it's already like, it feels very, it's like rough just on my hand alone. It's very rough. I can feel it. So this isn't just gonna, it's not gonna work out for me. I know that everybody that I know loves this, but it's just not gonna work out for me. I have much gentler lip scrubs that do a great job. This is a beauty sponge. This is from the company Bungalow 9. So it's their number 9 beauty sponge. I picked this up over at Marshall's. I have finally found what I could say is a very good drugstore price dupe for the Beauty Blender. It's not this one, but I was testing out several ones, so I will be filming that to upload to the channel soon. And this is $3.99, so I wasn't out a lot of money, but it's the principle of it. The sponge is dry, but it feels hard to touch, It feels hard to the touch, and it doesn't really bounce down. Like, I'm pressing hard to bounce it down. It's not as fluffy and bouncy as the original Beauty Blender. When you wet this up, it also doesn't expand as much. And then when I apply it to my skin, my foundation to my skin, it's very hard because of the texture of the sponge itself. I've used the Beauty Blender for years, so I've always have stated it's the best. Just don't get any dupes until you see my dupes video for it. That's the best one. And with that, I'm done. Those are all my items that do not work for me, or I personally have regretted buying. If you personally have tried any of the items that I've talked about, how are they working for you? Or is it something that you like or dislike? I do want to thank you for stopping by and watching, spending your day or evening with me. I hope you all have a wonderful day or evening. And as always, I'm going to see you in the next video. Bye.